Hey man, what's up, man? This your boy K Smooth, man, coming to you with another video, man. Boxing Talk 100, man. I just wanted to give a recap because I didn't give a recap on, you know what I'm saying, the David Benavidez versus David Morrell fight. Hey man, as I suspected, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, I knew it was gonna be for, David Benavidez, you know what I'm saying. Both came in amazing, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I'm saying, coming in, in the fight, you know what I'm saying? Good work. I say that, you know what I'm saying? It was a good work, you know what I'm saying, for David Benavidez. And, Morrell, he showed that he wasn't no punk, you know what I'm saying? And he was right there, but like I said, it wasn't enough power. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, David Morrell did, buckle, you know what I'm saying, David Benavidez a lot of times, but it just wasn't enough. David Benavidez showed grit, you know what I'm saying, and overcoming, you know what I'm saying, of knowing of being a champion. That's all I seen. David smothered, Morrell, and it paid off, you know what I'm saying, for him to, bring the fight to Morrell. Now Morrell, don't get me wrong, he was counterpunching and he was landing and he had certain, you know what I'm saying, of landing going his way. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, it just wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? I think Morrell should have pressured a little bit more. He should have really took it to David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? Not just going there boxing and then trying to counter punch. Which he did well in trying to land. Other than, David Benavidez bringing it right to you, fourth landing, you know what I'm saying? Power punches, body punches, head punches, hook shots, you know what I'm saying? Uppercuts, all that shit. All that shit that David brings to the table, you know what I'm saying? And, I pull my hat off to, David Morrell trying to make it a fight, but like I said, he came up short. David Benavidez was the better man. Unanimous decision, a great fight. You know what I'm saying? For all the fans, even the David Morrell fans, hey, shit, man, he earned my respect. You know what I'm saying? Boxing Talk 100. That was an amazing fight. That was an amazing fight. You know what I'm saying, for the recap, and David Benavidez winning and still being undefeated, giving David Morrell his first L of his career. You know what I'm saying? And he lost his belt too. You know what I'm saying? I think he lost, like, the WBO belt, or something like that. I think the WBA belt, or it was something like that. So, David Benavidez moves on, man. He was the better man, you know what I'm saying? And hey, I salute, like I said, once again, I salute Morrell, even bagging it up, man, you know what I'm saying? Not winning the fight, but you put up a good damn fight. That's what I could say about you, David Morrell. Boston Talk 100. Let's move on. Let's move on. Yeah, man, Isaac Cruz, man, y'all seen he got past, his opponent. I don't know too much about the opponent that he beat, but I know both of them came in at like one or two losses, you know what I'm saying, but having an outstanding record, you know what I'm saying. And that night, it was just Cruz's night, you know what I'm saying, and they put on a hell of a fight. It could have went either way to me, or draw, you know what I'm saying, but efficiently, I guess, the officials in judging the fights, they seen that Isaac Cruz's way, landing power shots, you know what I'm saying, jabs, beating old boy to the punch, which he also did, pretty damn good versus Isaac Cruz as well. The fight was an amazing fight, you know what I'm saying? But, Isaac Cruz moves on. Hopefully, in the near future, we're hearing talks about Keyshawn Johnson, if he gets past Bernacek or whatever his name is, coming up for him to fight. If he gets past him and he wins, maybe we can see a class fight with Keyshawn Davis versus, Isaac Cruz. Keyshawn Davis versus Isaac Cruz in the near future. I love to see it. Boxing Talk 100. That'd be an outstanding. That would be a class fight. You know what I'm saying? Both fighters coming forward, actually throwing heavy amounts of punches, and you know what I'm saying. Hey, it's all about who lands and who's more efficient and who has the better IQ and who gonna come to work. You know what I'm saying? Especially, when it comes to, what I'm saying, training. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna have the best conditioning? Who's gonna come in, ready, what I'm saying, to go to work and come fight night, who pulls victory, you know? So if that fight is to be made, I would love to see it. If not, Esau Cruz, he moves on. Eventually, Keyshawn Davis moves on. We got Shakur Stevenson, Schofield. That's an interesting fight. You know what I'm saying? I've said it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of us see Shakir as being favored against Schofield, but Schofield ain't no punk, man. I favor him on power. I favor him on power versus Shakir. Shakir. If he lands, he could hurt Shakir. But the Shakir that I know, if he comes in the box and do what he got to do and be himself and jab and defense off his back feet, it is what it is. Boxing like a true boxer. You know what I'm saying? He'll win this fight just by landing and scoring punches. Got to be efficient with heavy throwing punches to be able to land on Schofield to be able to pull this fight off. It has to be able to make sense. You know what I'm saying? Secure. If you're going in there to try to beat this kid Austin. But hey, that's a 50-50 fight for me. You know what I'm saying? That's a 50-50 fight for me. For the fans, maybe, they favor Shakira. But for me, that's a 50-50 fight. Anything can happen. So I'll just, keep it right there. You know what I'm saying? And, I just don't like it. You know what I'm saying? We see a lot of fighters, you know what I'm saying, that's, willing to go in there and put their lives on the line. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, everybody fought everybody. And just the thing, with that, with Keyshawn and Shakir, you know what I'm saying, they saying like they'll never fight each other, but I'm like, man, I say this, with me, what I'm saying, like my family members and cousins and shit, we was fighting for free, man. Y'all got a chance to be able to fight for a big bag. So I just don't understand it, man. You know what I'm saying, with Keyshawn and Shakir, you know what I'm saying. In my opinion, I feel like Shakir he's frightened of Keyshawn. I feel like Keyshawn would beat Shakir any day of the week because he has more power than Shakir. Shakir is just a standard, a perfect standard boxer, but don't have no power. He can do everything that you want him to do, but don't have no power behind what he's throwing. But if Shakir breaks you down, yeah, he can break you down with, the jabs and coming forth, you know what I'm saying, making you pay, what I'm saying, offer counter punching. He's good at doing that, you know what I'm saying? He has a very strong IQ as being a young bull in this boxing sport. So that's what I can say about Shakir, you know what I'm saying? Schofield, he got to just be himself when he go in there and fight, Shakir, you know what I'm saying? Go in there and box. You got to match the same energy. Not going there and just box and try to beat Shakir on the points. You know what I'm saying? Not just beating Shakir on the points. You have to overpower him and beat him out on power, punching, and landing. This is how you beat Shakir. You know what I'm saying? An upset. Boxing Talk 100. I'm going to keep it real with you. But yeah, man. Shakir's his favorite. We just got to keep it real on that. But Schofield them can't be thinking about what we say as the fans. They got to go on there and step in front of the lights, and when it's time, put on the show. Because Shakir, we know he gonna bring it. We know he gonna bring it. We gonna see the almighty test with Schofield. May the best man win. Comment at the bottom and let me know who y'all think gonna win that fight. Shakir and Schofield. And then we got Canelo and motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, Terrence Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? That's one for the ages. This fight right here gonna break many records. You know what I'm saying? All the records. Everybody gonna be tuned in for this one, man. And like I said, I've talked about it before. It's gonna be an interesting matchup. Both fighters, you know what I'm saying, being undefeated. Well, Canelo, I still consider him being on top, but in his career, he does have like 2 losses, but an outstanding record. Damn near 60 wins in, or over 60. It's close. 57 to 58 to 59 wins with only 2 losses. With Bud Crawford, with 41 wins with 0 losses. That's pretty damn good. So this is the almighty fight right here. We've known in and out in Canelo's career and the names that he fought, you know what I'm saying, from him being on this level, it's been special. It's been a gift. It's been a blessing. You can't ask for, to be any other boxer than Canelo, being able to fought the fighters that he fought and being under the lights. He don't fought Floyd, Sugar Shane Mosley. He don't fought a lot of greats, man. Cotto. He don't fall. Man, I can name a lot of motherfuckers that Canelo don't fall. Pretty much damn near almost the same as lean as Floyd's. Not exactly as Floyd's, but it's in championship modes. Some of the the championships that Canelo has achieved in his career. So that's what I'm talking about. Canelo, a bad boy, man. He is an expert boxer. Body shots, left hooks, perfect jabs, uppercuts, right and left. You know what I'm saying? Good on defense. He keeps his hands up. You know what I'm saying? He can take a punch. I can't say that about some of the fighters that he have defeated. That's the reason why he is who he is, Canelo Alvarez. Same thing with Bud. Bud is undefeated. Another a guy that's on the throne. Two guys that's on the throne in boxing. One got to be off. That's just how it goes in this fucking sport. So, negotiation and it's a green light. Canelo versus Crawford. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a good fucking fight. Crawford gonna have to match those body punches. I've been saying it. If you cannot make match them body punches from Canelo right and left and up top, and then he's good at going down, you know what I'm saying, with them combinations. If you can't withstand that, Crawford, your ass is gonna be out of there. Now Crawford, the only way you beat Canelo is you stand in the ring. You know what I'm saying? You don't stand there and go blow for blow in bodies. With Canelo, he gonna break you down. That's where you gonna fuck up at, Bud. Keep your jab and fight into one and twos and use your uppercuts and stay, away from Canelo. Box right there in the middle, you know what I'm saying, face to face, you know what I'm saying? And Canelo, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind that, but the IQ is different, for Canelo and his boxing shit. And I'm not saying it ain't for Bud either, but it's gonna be a good fucking fight, man. But he has to be able to knock out, Canelo. If he can do that, boy, you'll be the new man sitting on the throne, 100%. Boxing wise, I see it. I tell you this, Canelo, I see, unanimous decision. If he starts to break down Bud, I'll go and backtrack. You know what I'm saying? 9 to 10 rounds for Canelo. For Crawford, he got to be able to start off early to be, Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Going on points to be able to break Canelo down. If you want to be able to win in unanimous decision, or even if you just knocking Canelo down and you still win at the end, unanimous decision. Bud Crawford, then hey, that's what I'm expected to see. But I don't know, man. It's gonna be a good one for the ages. If Bud fights the way how he fight, like I said, not being too close up on Canelo, then you will win. But like I said, Boxing Talk 100 and the fans, I'm not gonna repeat myself. If you stand in front of Canelo Crawford, you're gonna get your ass broke down, body shots, broken ribs, all that shit. Then he gonna start going up to the top along with the body shots, right and left, hook shots, you know what I'm saying? Uppercuts, right and left. How you gonna be able to stop that from Canelo? Terrence Bud Crawford. Not just boxing and trying to land. Now when you fought, Spence was just standing right in the middle. You know what I'm saying? He was getting hit like a motherfucker. Now with Canelo, he a boxing expert, gonna move his head, gonna move around, gonna do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Other than Spence just standing right there and getting hit in his fucking head. So it's levels to the shit. You know what I'm saying with Canelo. So comment at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? It's real. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think about that fight with Canelo and Bud? You know what I'm saying? May the best man win. Like I said, man, that's a. I'm not gonna be biased. You know what I'm saying on this one, but I'm gonna put my money on Canelo. I'm sorry, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Boxing Talk 100. When I go by, great boxers and what I see, And what I visualize, I see Canelo breaking down Terrence Bud Crawford. And if Terrence Bud Crawford can withstand them body punches and taking that, heat from Canelo, that pressure, it's over with. Terrence Bud Crawford gets his first L. Boxing Talk 100. hmm I can't be biased, man. I'm not gonna be biased. I'm gonna tell what's real. But Bud a boxing motherfucker though. Like I said, he had from round one. He got to be doing so good. Canelo, we don't seen it in all his fights. How good he's been. Being a professional in boxing. Great boxer. He don't lack at all when it comes to stepping in the ring. You're gonna have to fight Canelo. If you can't fight Canelo, he gonna fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? Or you gotta go on there and do some, you know what I'm saying, some flash punches on Canelo to be able to land, to be able to go to the body, to be able to hurt Canelo. Canelo can take shots. Canelo has a chin. He don't have a soft chin. He don't have a glass chin. I've seen Bud get buckled. I've seen Bud hit the mat. I've never seen Canelo hit the mat. Boxing Talk 100, I gotta keep it real. If I'm gonna keep it real, I'm gonna keep it all the way real. You know what I'm saying? But Bud is a boxing expert too. I'm not just gonna put him down like that. You know what I'm saying? He gotta come and fight Canelo. That's all I'm saying. If you come in there and fight Canelo, you got a good chance of beating Canelo. If you don't go in there and fight and you know what I'm saying, do what you gotta do is stand in there and just box like you know how to box. Break Canelo down the best way you can because it's hard to break down Canelo. Other than a lot of fighters that when you go in there fighting, you break down certain fighters. But with that motherfucking Canelo, it's hard to break that motherfucker down. I got to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? It'll be hard. It's hard to break down Canelo, man. You got to go in there and fight. You know what I'm saying? He all the way around. That's kind of hard. And all the way around, you know what I'm saying, like elite top, you know what I'm saying, boxing expert. And like I said, it looks better with Canelo on paper, you know what I'm saying, the record, you know what I'm saying, the resume, whatever you want to call it. But Bud, you know what I'm saying, he gonna have to make that, good weight. You know what I'm saying? I believe it's at 168. I believe it's at 168. I believe it'll be for all Canelo's titles, whatever titles he gonna want to put up. You know what I'm saying? Canelo will be defending. You know what I'm saying? So Bud will have an opportunity to take, Canelo's belts, whatever type of belt or special belts that they make, coming up, for this, special fight. That's what they've been doing, making special belts and belts here and there, and all these goddamn belts, man. So you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be another special event when they fight. You know what I'm saying? You know. hmm It's gonna be a good fucking fight. Canelo, like I said, man, Canelo, he don't gotta fight nobody really. He the cash cow. He would be number one, you know what I'm saying, and Bud would be like number two if he defeats, Canelo. That would make him number one. This is what this is all about, and Bud knows that he know what he has to do. Looking on that resume, that's what's gonna be, looking good in the near future. You want to have a name like Canelo on your resume, man. Boxing Talk 100, and that's a hard motherfucking test to be able to, beat a guy like Canelo that knows the grounds of boxing. You know what I'm saying? And Bud do too. That's why this fight gotta happen so we can see, and determine, who wins this fight. But like I said, man, for the fans, all the way around the world, man, coming at the bottom, even my fans, Boxing Talk 100. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget to, you know what I'm saying, subscribe, you know what I'm saying, so we can come up with some more videos and talk about it, you know what I'm saying? Boxing Talk 100. Updates. There's always going to be updates, man. We got Theo Fimo and Richardson, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's an elimination fight. No, that's a unification, my bad. That's a unification championship fight at 140, you know what I'm saying? WBO versus IBF. And hey, I'd say do it in New York and the Barclays, like I've been saying. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying this. I feel like Richardson can beat Theofimo. Theofimo is flat-footed. Richardson is all the way around, and he got power behind his punches. So if he land on Theofimo, he gonna shake Theofimo. I think personally that he would beat Theofimo to the punch, and outland Theofimo, eventually wear down Theofimo. Theofimo is strong. He's a good fighter. He would have to catch, Richardson with an upset to be able to drop Richardson and knock out Richardson and move on. You know what I'm saying? But the Richardson I know, he would have to come in there and box his ass off to be able to defeat Theofimo. You know what I'm saying? Wherever it's at in Barclays or wherever they be wanting to fight at in New York, that'd be an interesting matchup. You know what I'm saying? I just think that Richardson, he would land Theofimo. You know what I'm saying? And we would be able to see the Theofimo probably wouldn't even get a fight with Boots. That would be a hard task for Theofimo to be able to beat Richardson. So Richardson Hitchens. You know what I'm saying? If Theo was to be able to get past him, then yeah, then we'd be looking at a fight like Boots or him aiming for that 147-pound division. You still got to settle business at 140, Theofimo. Pipe down. You can't even be Haney. I don't think he can be any of these elite fighters. You know what I'm saying? If these fighters got a belt, Theofimo cannot beat these other title holders. Everybody under, yes, he can beat them. But guys that got belts, you know what I'm saying, and probably even interims, you know what I'm saying, I don't think Theo would be able to beat these guys. Theo, best bet, you know what I'm saying, you better stay away from who got the belt. You probably want to stay away from Haney. I don't know, that's a 50-50 fight now. You know what I'm saying? You know, Haney is still undefeated and still got his old bag, but they definitely gonna watch film of how Ryan Garcia beat him. Whatever how you want to call it, they definitely gonna watch what I'm saying, film on Ryan Garcia beating up Haney. Teofimo, he'll run with that. So that's a 50-50 fight. You know what I'm saying? It's always a blueprint. You know what I'm saying? And that one, even though Haney got his old bag, there's a blueprint on how to beat Haney. Haney has a glass chin and he don't know how to protect, the left hook. So Teofimo knows how to throw a good left hook and has a good, jab, and he could throw good combinations. You know what I'm saying? So, and he's in his bag right now. So it's like with Haney, it's like Teofimo, he's doing some shit that Haney